Hey, sports bettors. My name is Boyd. It is Monday, February 26th, and I provide positive expected value selections and show you the concepts of how you use the data-driven tools, the betting tools from OddsJam to find positive, profitable bets. And so if you like this kind of content, you want to go through the bet school, the education, join the channel. Give us a like, give us a share, let other buddies know that this is content you can learn from and use this to your advantage in all sports, all the markets, and make money in sports. It's something that's you can't do on your own without the tools and the education. So appreciate you stopping by. Again, make sure you join the channel. We're going to get into the picks and the selections. Last quick note, I did make an additional 3 or 4 college basketball selections, which some totals and some sides. If you want those in addition to what I've got in the videos here, I try to get as much content out as soon as I can early. But if you want those picks, just message me and I'll get those out to you so you can track and kind of keep up to date on what else is going on with all the selections we have. Made a lot of picks and do a lot of things here daily. So again, appreciate you stopping by. All right, guys, here we go. Happy Monday morning here, the 26th of February. First one here, we have the Raptors-Pacers. Have a little player assists underplay. And let me show you what we're going with. This is going to be with Scotty Barnes. Let me scroll down here and kind of give you some better information here on why. So what I like here is the plus 128 at Rivers. I'm limited there. Plus 120 at ESPN Bet. Don't have that account funded. Went over to DraftKings. They don't even have the 6.5 available. They're trying to put you into this minus 150 under 7.5, which is really funny because they could give you the price at minus 150, but they won't. I mean, you'd be crazy to take that just because it's so juiced. So this plus 114 at FanDuel, of course, is where I'm going to be playing just for a candy bar here, nothing crazy. But Bet Online was at about plus 103, so we're getting some value here in this. Again, not the best price because I'm limited here with these guys, but that's the play is under 6.5. Scotty Barnes. All right, here we go again with Toronto and Indiana. Points, rebounds, assists, PRA. What we like here is we're going to scroll down and show you. Mr. Halliburton, where are you at? Mr. Halliburton. Calling Mr. Halliburton. Here we go. We like this under at minus 115. Better price going to DK with this, and only because we like playing DK unders. DraftKings typically likes, especially with a big player like this, the public's going over typically. They're giving him a crappy price on the over. So anytime they're offering this, you don't want that, especially on a public play when other markets, even these guys, have better pricing. So for those reasons, comparatively, they're going to take them. You could take it, of course, any other place that has the same price at minus 115. It's the best price the market, Caesars. But again, we're going to go with the DK price because we want to take their money first. Next up, we have Nets, Grizzlies, player points. Here's what we're looking at. Let's take a scroll down data lane, and we're looking for Vince. Where's Vince? Let me see if I can find Mr. Vince. Scrolling. There he is, Vince. Liking the 12.5 with this price at plus 100. And we saw some earlier Bet Online action at a minus 110, minus 112 price. So I like getting this price. I like also that's the best odds 12.5 number is achievable. Seen him do it before, so we're gonna go ahead and play this for a small amount. Put a candy bar on this. Nothing crazy, but you can see here they have him over 11.5 at Pinnacle, minus 154. That's big. Over. Lots of juice. Hopefully we can make that one more bucket and get that plus 100 even number. All right, next up we got player rebounds, Pistons, Knicks, and who do we have? Oh, it's Precious. This guy burned us last time. A little bit bummed about that. He blew this out of the water. However, we're just going to kind of keep going with the math. Here's what I like. Under 9.5. Here's why. These guys are heavily juiced at 10.5. We go down to minus 120. They're still heavily juiced. That's typically like an indicator, I guess. In addition to that, I like this right over here with Pinnacle being minus 133, and you can see their chart. They dropped off like a cliff, minus 108. Boom, way down. Got a little tiny bit of buyback, but at the end of the day, that was a 20-cent drop. That's a drop. So for that case, we're gonna probably throw $30 on this. Put that play in, saving our bet tracker. Going to be playing this actually at minus 110 here at MGM. You can see the best price. Actually, best price minus 106 at FanDuel, so you can also play that at FanDuel. In fact, I should. Better price, so we'll do that at minus 106 and see if Precious can stay under. All right, last play here. We got Nets Grizzlies total points. We're going to go under 215.5, playing this over at FanDuel at minus 110. And you can see the pricing here. We just placed this wager, but let me show you why. I like the fact that the Pinnacle is at minus 120. If I open up the charts here and take a look at what Pinnacle's done, nothing crazy. I like to see a little bit more consistency here, but it did drop off like a cliff about 6 hours ago, so that would be pretty weird time in the middle of the morning. But it's trickled. It's like they're trying to sneak up on it, just kind of gradually drop it in. So we're going to go that direction. If they're at minus 120, we can get minus 110 someplace else. We'll follow that, especially on a mainline bet, mainline NBA bet. We'll take that and go from there. All right, guys, this little piece of the video is more of an educational side of things. This is the Raptors, Pacers, players, rebounds. Benedict was playing the over minus 4.5. not minus, but over 4.5 rebounds, and I had it earlier at minus 110. It's now minus 136, so we missed it. I'm going to leave that alone. I guess a person, losing EV could go over to Fanatics, play a little 120, but this thing shot up like a rocket. So we think this is the right side of the play. It's just the problem is now we missed out on the best pricing, and so that loses some value. Even though we feel like that's the answer to the test, is this over 4.5. So we're going to just kind of keep track of this. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and put it in as sort of a test number, and I'll put in, say, kind of a code here, just so I can keep track of what I missed and what I could have had, just to kind of understand if I was on the right track or not. I think this testing is good for you to understand conceptually what you're doing play-wise is the right side, and you can use this data and use this information going forward. Okay, here we go with one that I do like quite a bit. And let's take a look at this PRA, points, rebounds, assists of the Heat Kings game. Mr. Bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Like the under 36.5, minus 110. You can pick that up at ESPN Bet. And these guys, interestingly enough, were down here earlier as well. They've bumped up their prices. They bumped it up to that 35.5. So that tells me an indicator of that direction. Also see we have Pinnacle. We had Pinnacle up here earlier. Sorry about that. They are going that direction as well. So the market seems to be going towards this under 36.5. They're doing it. So again, I'd highly recommend getting in here at ESPN Bet minus 110. Best price, best odds, and should be a good play. I like it.